I'm Dr. Dan Giulianati. Long last name, my friends call me Dr. Dan. So today I want to talk to you about a video about raising your awareness to get what you want out of life, out of business, to make sure that you keep progressing to the next level. And this one's important to me because I feel like this is one that many people plateau, right? So if you're somebody who wants to get more out of life, you really can't plateau because that's it. You've already stopped at the level, the highest level that you're at, right? And you're going to like get better, plateau, and then you may, over time start to actually decrease, right? So let's talk about levels of consciousness or awareness, right? As you're a baby, if you're a baby, I was actually looking at pictures of my daughter from when she was about a year. Actually, she was less than a year old, and it was amazing. I really, really enjoyed it. But as I'm sitting there watching it with her, showing her a video, she's older now, of these, it's incredible to watch the story or to have this timeline in your head of what the person, which was you at some point, was aware of then and what was aware of now. So as a baby, she was aware of her surroundings. She was barely crawling around. We had this really, really cute thing that would make some noise, right? And she would see it. Her level of awareness was maybe her entire room that she was in. She could kind of see a few feet ahead of her, and doesn't really know how things work, right? But she was really cute, and she went over and got to the item that she was after. So that was a level of awareness as a baby. But now she's looking at it from a few years older, right? So imagine if you're a teenager, right? So you're a baby, that you had one level of awareness. You just kind of knew about the things that were just barely around you. So now you're a teenager, and let's say you look back at that, you have a new level of awareness, right? Actually, during childhood, you really, really become more aware of how the world works, what cause and effect is, what a lot of the rules and the things, physics, right? All the things that kind of like control the world, that make the world tick the way it is. You start to have a little bit more awareness about those. You know that if you don't listen to your parents, you're going to get in trouble. You know that if you're driving, right, if you're learning how to drive and you don't hit the brake correctly, you're going to go through the intersection, things like that, right? So you've learned that, but you've also learned the good things as well, right? You know that if you want to do good right now, you need to learn. You need to learn. If it's in regular school, if it's a different way, you're learning, right? So you have a different level of consciousness. But the teenager will look back at when they were a baby and just say, oh my goodness, I had no idea how the world worked. It was cute. It was nice. I had no idea how the world worked. Now, if you're older than a teenager right now and you're in your adulthood and you're watching this video, look back when you were a teenager. You now have a new level of awareness because you've been through life. You've learned some more. You have a deeper understanding of how things work. It's your own understanding of how things work, but it's a deeper understanding than it was previously. You look back to your teenage years, and maybe if you're even older, your college years, and you're like, wow, I really was able to function in the world, but I had no idea how the world works at a level like I do now, right? And hopefully that's the case because you have a new level of awareness, a new level of consciousness about all the things that are in your life that make the world tick, right? All the things that you believe. But here's the thing, is that if you want to get to the next level in your life, you need to keep raising your level of awareness. You need to keep understanding how things work in your life. And in this video, I'm not going to go into how things work in the world or in your life. But the idea here is, if you stop increasing your awareness in life, you're going to be stuck much like you were as a teenager, much like you were as a baby. And if you're okay with that, if you've gotten where you want to in life, then that's great. Then maybe you don't need to raise your level of awareness. But if there's still things that you want out of life, if there's still growth that you want, if you want to kind of live up to a higher potential than you are right now, what that means is you have to be a different person than you are right now from the inside, right? And that starts with, or has to do with, your level of awareness about how things work in the world, about how you can actually achieve those things you want to achieve, because that starts from the inside, and then everything happens outside. So you gotta have to have the awareness, the level of consciousness, to really understand what to do next. All right, so that's for today's video. I didn't go into like all the next steps, but the idea here is, if you feel like you're stagnating and if you want more out of your life, you need to focus on inner development, inner increasing of your awareness and level of consciousness of how things work in life. And many times that can come through really small growth, or it can be this flash moment where it's like, oh my goodness, I now see the world in a totally different way. And I'm now so much more aware that my emotions were holding me back, or that I was blaming somebody else for something when it was really my fault, and that I'm really in control. It's those big things in life, those either small incremental gains, or those big flash moments of when you can say, that was it. It was an exponential, not incremental, exponential jump in my level of awareness. And if you want more out of your life, just make sure to take home the point that if you're not growing, you're not going to get where you want to go. All right, that's it. Hopefully this video was helpful for you. I make these because I really believe in you. I really believe there's more that you can do in your life if you're willing to do it, if you want to do it. And I think that these are something I hope that help you to be able to take it to the next level. All right, if you enjoyed it, think about how can I apply this in my life today. Share it with family member or friends. If there's any buttons on the page, like or subscribe, feel free to do so. And I will see you in the next video.